Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my cool. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
She right, got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers but the ones that You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody clean. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do?
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. spent the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking.
Accelerating, and off he goes.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tariq Cohen, 83 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Aaron Donald on the stop.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Running right, here's Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Play action now. Bridgewater. It's caught by Sanders.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
Bridgewater. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. He dumps it down to Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now again, right side. Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Down at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the interception here, Mariota. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
So 5 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 50.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Rams 0.
Third and long here for Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it out to their 30-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mariota. Flushed out right. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And it's on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. Right here?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he'll let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. All the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. Very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
The 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota forced out to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Rams take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
LA Rams.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though,
he's got daylight past the 20, 10, 5, and great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards on the pickup. Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 24. Rams nothing. Brandon McManus set to
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Jay Chart, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mariota on first down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
Seahawks 31.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now Sanders. gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Mariota now from the 50. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Sanders, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
He was defended.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On for the field goal, a 61-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice. And he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
He was covered by
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 6 yards there. 1st down, L.A. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And this one into the hands of D.J. Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And at the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 8. At the 14-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota airing it out deep for Smith. And it's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That's good.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater. And here's another interception. Picked up by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And Anderson's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater. Tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Throwing here, Mariota, flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. Under pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man right side is Sharp. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra. Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Now Bridgewater Flushed out right, and he's brought down. So a crucial two-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this two-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the two, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a two-part story. It's a three- or four-part story. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. We gon' jack if it ain't us. LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped.